everyone. So today was the first day of week 2. It's a Tuesday, so this is going to be a short week because yesterday was Labor Day. So we had a long weekend, so it was nice to catch up on sleep and a lot of other work. So today we had our lectures are getting more clinical and scientific already, which is nice. So we had 3 hours of lecture in the morning. So the first 2 hours were clinical methods, essentially how to interview clinically, asking for all the bedside manner and all the clinical kind of information we have to ask for. So this is an ongoing course that we will be doing during the first year and second year. So I like it very much. I'm a huge believer in good manners and good listening skills, attentive listening, and doing the detective work of finding out what the cause of the issue is and what the issue is itself. So we had 2 hours of that, followed by 1 hour of a pathology lecture, which is also very interesting. And then we had an hour break. Then we had 2 hours of histology lab. Now, I've done kind of histology and biology classes before, so I kind of knew what to expect, but I liked it. In fact, I really enjoyed it because so we did so we had the option of doing traditional light microscope work, as well as what is called virtual microscope, which gives you a lot more detail and a lot more flexibility without you having actually to do all the stain work and the oiling and whatnot. Light microscopy is kind of phasing out, so a lot of people don't do it, so they don't really emphasize training you on it either, because apparently even in the actual pathology labs, they tend not to use it very often either, because obviously we use the virtual microscopy, which is great, so I completely understand why. So having said that, I did do that component as well because I'm just curious to see how it's done. Then that was followed by about just under an hour of a group project discussions with my group, and that was today. So that was all the stuff we did, and then I spent a couple of hours, believe it or not, on the phone trying to sort out internet for home, because I don't have Wi-Fi at home currently. So I cannot believe how hard it is to get that sorted out, to come sooner than later. Because anyway, so long story short, so that's the update for day 1 of week 2. So this is how I'm gonna number days now and weeks now. I'm not gonna go day 56 whatnot. I'm just gonna go week X and day Y, whatever. So that's gonna work out better. So this long weekend I caught up, as I said, on some studies. Pretty much it was raining pretty hard on and off, so yeah. There was the open air pub, which has been going on and is gonna go until this Friday, which is great. You can see some small recordings on the videos. So I was just in the line for that for a while, and I just gave up because it's past 8 now, and even if I got in now, stay in line for a drink, it's impossible. So I'm gonna go back Thursday because it's my birthday, so I'm gonna try and spend as much time as possible, though I think I only have 2 hours that I can spend there. So let's see how that goes, and I'll keep you guys posted on the rest of this stuff. Ciao. Hey guys, so today was day 2 of week 2. Today was Wednesday though, because of the long weekend. So we had 3 hours of lecture in the morning. So it was an hour of cell death and cell injury, necrosis, very interesting talk, pathology, essentially. Then we had 2 hours of pharmacology, and to be honest with you, it was my first pharmacology class. I had no idea what to expect, but our prof was great, very entertaining, very engaging. I didn't think I'm gonna like him, just be honest at the beginning, but it was just acting. So very good, very good. I actually like the subject too, so nothing I want to pursue professionally at this point, I don't think, but very interesting subject. Then, so after those 3 hours, we met up with our ACE buddies, who are second year medical students who volunteered to be paired to us, to first years, to give us guidance if you have any questions, whatnot. I met my ACE buddy, a very nice guy. I had some correspondence with him over email. Unfortunately, because I was traveling so much over the summer, I didn't get the chance to meet him. But yeah, very lovely guy. So that was during lunch. So essentially, I didn't eat lunch at all. So anyway, then we had about 3 hours of our small group discussion about pathology, specifically about 2 different topics. Fatty liver disease and also heart infarction. So that was 3 hours of discussion. Very interesting. So it's, our direction is moving towards more of the scientific part. So we're moving away from the public and global health perspective, purely those perspectives. So it's becoming more science, which was the way it was meant to go anyway. So I'm happy. I'm very happy. So we had that, and then after that finished, we some people in my small group, we stayed and we discussed the cases a bit more, just to make sure we understand. I think that went on for another, an hour, maybe less. Then I stayed with one of my team members on my group project, discussed a little bit about that as well. So after that, I did some. I stayed there. I still don't have Wi-Fi at home, so I stayed there and did some more studying and getting things done. And then there was the CMA, so is QMA, which is the Quebec Medical Association. So it's essentially it's the students' body. I think it's called QMA. Anyway, so it's the because there is this translation from French to English, English to French, so even the abbreviations change. So at this point, you have to learn so many abbreviations you forget. Anyway, so I went to meet those guys. Very, very interesting, very nice. So that went on as well. After that was done, so I went to do some more research and studying on some infarction. So that was also, it took a while. It's almost 9 p.m. I just got home. It's been a long day because I woke up at 5:30 as well to hit the gym before starting the day, because I knew it was going to be a longish day, so I wouldn't have time. So I'm going to do the same tomorrow as well, because it's going to be another long day. And though tomorrow is my birthday too, so I'm going to go celebrate somewhere at some point. There's so much work to do. Honestly, it doesn't even feel like it's a birthday. So that's all. That's updates for day 2 of week 2. I have to say I'm really happy the way the subjects are becoming more medical. It's already week 2, so I'm happy. And we're just digging deep into diseases and somewhat anatomy and physiology of them as well. So it's very nice. It's very interesting, and I love the group discussions as well. Very good. Very fast paced. So you've got to be there, but very interesting. So that's it. Ciao. You guys, how's med school going so far?
It's going great.
Good?
Just had an intense lecture.
Intense lecture?
Yeah.
On what?
on TNF.
Yeah.
TNF
Program
stands
death
for
ligand.
Polydendritic lipid.
Inflammation.
How not to die.
factor.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Woo! Hey guys, so Friday evening, it's close to 7 p.m. So sitting here, I was studying, we had classes. So doing the charting now, I went to my first LFME session, which was shadowing my preceptor. We saw a few patients, very interesting. So the charting takes time, a lot of charting to do. So doing that now, and I'm gonna finish up pretty soon. I'm not gonna do them all now, so it takes too long. Hey guys, Fardad here. So today is the fourth day. It was Friday, is the last day of week 2. Again, short week this week, so that's why it's the fourth day. Yesterday I didn't speak because it was very hands-on. It was my birthday, but also I was so shattered by the end of the day that I just didn't record anything because I got home so late. So let me just give you a quick recap of what we did yesterday and today. So yesterday we had 3 hours of lecture, of course. So we had the first hour of scientific worldview and also talking about another research project that we have to do. So that was the first hour. Then we did 2 hours of epidemiology. Then that was followed by a 3-hour histology lab. Then after that, I met up with one of my current group project that we're working on, one of the members. So we worked on the project for about 2 hours, and then we went to the clubs of medical clubs at McGill, that we have a lot of different activities. So that went on for another 2 hours. Then I went to the library and did some more work. There is so much to do, it's never ending. So yesterday I woke up at 5:30, around 5 maybe, or 5:30 in the morning. So I crashed at around midnight. So it was a very long day. This morning I woke up even earlier. So I woke up around 4 something in the morning. So this morning we had also 3 hours of lecture. So 2 hours of pathology, specifically inflammation. Then we had an hour of live patient interviewing. So the title was Alliance Building, but so we had I'm not gonna give too much detail for confidentiality reasons, but we had a very young gentleman, very impressive young man, I have to say, who was dealing with some episodic and actually chronic psychological issues. And we had a psychiatrist and the mother of the patient who did a live interview in front of, I don't know how many we were in the class, 180 people, strangers. It takes a lot of courage at that young age to go and talk about very intimate details. So it was a back and forth discussion, and we also got to ask questions as well, which was very impressive, I must add. So that was very, very interesting. After that, I rushed to my LFME. Before going to LFME, we had so this company that provides the stethoscopes and some other medical equipment for McGill students mostly. Well, not mostly McGill students are supplied by those guys. So they came and showcased their stethoscopes. So I suppose I have to buy mine over the weekend. So it's good because I was between 2 different models that I had seen online. So now I saw the colors in person, so I know which one I'm going to go for. So that's that. It was very interesting. Everyone was so excited. Of course, it's the most exciting purchase, they say, of your first year. That, and also the white coat, of course. So that was that. After that, I had to rush to my LFME to see my preceptor, and also it had to be a short session because I had to go back to McGill for something in the afternoon. But I was there about an hour and a half, not too long. But we saw 4 patients. Very interesting cases. It's a great experience. I've done this before with my parents because they're surgeons and they're doctors too, so they had offices as well. So I've been, but it's been a while since I've done it, and because of where I'm located, it's a different range of problems you see, which is really good. Anyway, so that was very interesting, very exciting. Then I went back to McGill. We had 2 hours of actually our small group together on epidemiology as well. So that was 2 hours of discussion. So epidemiology at this stage has a lot of statistics. Well, I say a lot, but somewhat a lot of statistics in it. So we had a very nice leader working with us. After that, I stayed a bit longer at school and I did a lot of my charting from my LFME session. So that was also it's just hard to do charting. I recorded a short video, so you're gonna see that too. But charting is hard because you want to be meticulous. So that was that as well. So I'm extremely tired. It's about it's almost it's not too it's about 8 on a Friday, which I'm really knackered. But anyway, so I don't think I'm gonna get any more work done because I'm short of sleep for the past few days. So I'm gonna try to get some sleep, and hopefully I'm gonna catch up on some work this weekend. Because we have actually exams coming up in 2-3 weeks, and our group projects to present, and a lot of other things happening at the same time. So much to do. At least I'm not the only one who feels like not falling behind, but it doesn't have time. Well, actually, maybe somewhat falling behind, but not having enough time to take care of all this stuff that you're meant to. A lot of my colleagues are feeling the same way. So I suppose this is a transitional period, I'm hoping. So this kind of feeling is going to go away. And yeah, so hopefully I'm going to catch up on some sleep and get some more work done.